Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Alright, so we're at a new location, so we have a whole heap of contracts for us to do. So what we're going to do is, since we didn't quite make it in for the black market in the end of the last one, we're going to make sure that we're focusing on that as one of our overall priorities. So at the moment we're going to go ahead and pick up missions with the pirates, and we're not going to be taking anything against pirates. So I do believe that cuts us off from being able to do... Yeah, it's going to cut us off from the B team, so there is a couple that we won't do, but all in all, I think we still have plenty of money to make while we're here. So, let's not waste any time. We're going to start with an assassination mission, and that should be fairly easy. It's in Highlands, it's only a skull and a half. There's some decent salvage, but I think we'll go... Oh, look, I think we might just focus on a little bit of money for now. In fact... We will keep at least one priority salvage, just in case there's something that we really desire, but otherwise we'll focus on the money. I think that's going to be the best plan for us. So, let's dive on in. So, with our mechs, we have now got a couple more harder hitters than previously, which is a nice little change. We've now got ourselves a Griffin, which we've set up for a little bit of brawling, a large laser to keep it going, SRM6s. We also have some Centurion for some long-ranged damage dealing, as well as a Trebuchet. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is... we're going to swap the Enforcer with Big Man for the Trebuchet, as he's got pretty decent high tactics, so that means we've got less indirect fire penalties, so we'll make good with that. The Phoenix Hawk, you know what, let's go ahead and drop that out for now, and I think we will bring... Maybe we bring the Centurion to give that a shot? Yeah, I think that'll do. Let's see what we can do with that. And then, what else do we have? We do have a Griffin. Yeah, let's bring the Griffin. We'll go ahead and we'll jump on in. Hopefully this should be a pretty good combination of things, but we will see how that goes. Yeah, all mediums and one heavy. I think that seems decent enough. We have improved our morale, so we are gaining greater resolve each round, which is where it should be. So we are gaining 15 per turn now, instead of the measly 5 that we were getting. So that should make a huge difference with the efficiency of a lot of these missions. Alright, so let's just see how it all plays out. Alright, so our objective, destroy the target and escape. We had to deal with a Taurian MechWarrior here on Pinard. He helped out with some of our operations, and in turn we kept him supplied with things he couldn't get on the open market, if you know what I mean. But he's decided he's too good to work with us anymore. That's not okay. We want you to go down there and show him that it's not okay. He's probably going to try and make a break for it. Don't let him escape. Okay, well, I suppose the target probably should have known what he was getting into. Lay down with dogs. Get up with fleas.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so, this is where the target should be patrolling, Commander. From here, you should be able to get eyes on him. Once he's down, head to the evac point for your pickup. Okay?
Never seen anything like this before.
Well, we get bonus pay if we kill some supporting enemies, which I think is good. Also, good choice for the LRMs as well. If he tries to run away, we should be able to tag him fairly easily. Now comes the question as to where we want to go. So obviously there's some beautiful high ground up over here, but unfortunately I don't see a way back down. So we could go up, get some good positioning, but then we're absolutely cooked. I don't know where he's going to try and get for evac, but I'd be guessing it's back in this direction. That's going to be interesting. Alright, but either way, we'll run our Marauder forwards first. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Let's see. Trebuchet. We only really need to be firing our LRMs.
You have orders?
We do have the AC-5 for pretty decent range, as well as some LRMs there too. I think what we could end up doing... Maybe we split you off from the group and we use you to snipe down. I think that could be a good plan. So, let's see. If we move... Hang on a second. We should be able to move 1, 2, 5... It's not too bad, but again, you compare it to here, and that's what? 1, 2... hang on a second. I'm just trying to figure out how much distance we've got. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 6 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, well, you know what? We've got time to spare. Let's quickly zip on over and see if that allows us...
It will be done.
Okay, so we can actually make our way up there if necessary. We could follow that up with the LR, with the Trebuchet as well, but I think... Let's see, we've got 840 points of armor. We have 920 on the Centurion. Oh, maybe we should have done that the other way around. But either way, you know what? We'll just spread it out a little bit.
Copy that.
And we'll see what we can come up with. And then, yeah, let's just go ahead and move on up. We'll stay with our friends. It should be fine. We'll see how it all plays out. Alright, so let's make our way to landfall. Alright, that should be okay. Let's get our Trebuchet. 35-ton vehicle, 30-ton mech. You know what? Let's keep you up over here. We'll see if we can pick up some cover.
Affirmative.
As for our Centurion, let's go ahead and pick up a position here.
Certainly.
And then let's get our Griffin over there. Alright, let's see. What have they got? Any other excess friends? I'm not sure if we got line of sight for a fraction of a second, but it didn't work out. That said, though, that tank is probably mildly dangerous. Let's move. Let's move.
Receiving you.
Trebuchet, we could get some...
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, know what? Let's go ahead and get this... wait a second. No, we won't. Let's move the Marauder forwards. We'll go ahead and focus in on that vehicle there. Yeah, it's a striker. LRM-10s, okay, and SRM-6s. You've got a Spider. Alright, I'm more concerned about heavier stuff, but I think we're going to be relatively safe given the difficulty of this mission. So let's just go ahead and get our first kill if possible.
I copy.
Yes, okay, 1 kill. That is good.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Alright then, what have we
Good to
got?
go.
Trebuchet. We can go ahead and fire on the Spider there. Actually, if we go here, this would still keep us cool. You know what? Maybe that's actually not a bad plan. Yeah, we can't target anything else. So, yeah, let's move on forwards.
Moving to position.
We'll see if we can start pumping out some of the damage nice and swiftly. Alright. How's he doing? Fairly well beaten up.
What's
Alright.
the plan?
She's Goblin. Let's see. What have we got here? AC5, LRM5s. They're not amazing shots, though. You know what? Maybe we go ahead and we sprint further forwards. That will at least give us better positioning for the rest of the mechs on the next one. Yeah, I think that's an acceptable choice
Roger.
for now.
Full speed.
Let's see. Let's move on up. We can... Oh, you know what? Maybe we stay in cover for now. 50% on those SRMs. I guess it's good enough. Let's see what we can do.
Engaging target.
Alright, well there goes his arm. Unfortunately, I think its medium lasers are in its torso, so I doubt we'll be doing too much as far as damage is concerned. Taking a slight peppering there, but again, nothing too severe. And then what else have they got? Ooh. That was a bit annoying. What is that? Yeah, that's a Panther back there. Okay. Alright then, well I guess if they want to take off some of our armor, that's going to be the case. But we'll be sure to return that favor. Yeah, because there it is. Yeah, Panther, SRMs, and PPC.
Receiving you.
Alright, well, what have we got? We've got 40 resolve. That's enough for a headshot if we so desire, and I'm tempted. Well, you know what? We're not really here for salvage. Maybe we just focus on the Panther while it's outside of cover.
Standing by.
Yeah, maybe we give that a second or two to itself.
might I
Let's
help?
bring Cheese Goblin up over here. We could maybe fire a full barrage against the spider and scrap that thing. Yeah, 95%. We've got some really solid choices. Yeah,
Be there in a jiff.
I think we take care of the spider first and foremost. Avoid him getting anywhere anytime soon. But we can also probably take out a leg or something like that. Alright, just torso. You know what? That's
Target's
fine.
taking a critical hit.
Damage is damage. Although, just thinking. Oh no, that was just an AC5. I thought we fired 2 shots. That's all. Alright, let's see.
Ready for orders.
Trebuchet. Let's move up into... Oh, you know what? I'm not even that concerned about the, about things. Maybe we go ahead and we fire... Actually, you know what? 25 by 4. We could do 100 damage, but it's definitely not going to kill. That's highly, highly unlikely. You know what? What we're going to do... You know, I think we bring the Griffin up closer. We'll see if we can hit the same soft side. See if we can get this thing to disappear.
All weapons committed.
Damn.
Alright, well,
Let's do this.
that'll do it. Alright, so where are we at? We're at 50 resolve.
Ready for
That's
orders.
very nice. Let's move Big Man forwards. 55, 70, 65s. Oh, look at this point. You know what? We'll take a shot at both.
Aye, aye.
I think we'll only direct a small, what do we call it? Like a single medium laser against that striker just to cut down its evasion. But the rest, we will go ahead and cause some trouble for that Panther, I think.
Copy that.
Alright, that thing's looking rather unsteady. That is
Waiting for
nice to
order.
see. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? I'm not even concerned about cover, realistically. Yeah, let's just move on up.
Coordinates received.
Let's see. Do we worry about the PPC? Could possibly take that out. Let's see. LRM's SRM... You know what? I think we just go for the Panther. Let's go for a precision strike as well. And let's see if we can kill this thing.
Attacking from position.
That'll do it.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, so now we just have some measly shots being fired at us. No real concern. Minimal damage. We've got plenty of cover.
Damage minimal.
Alright, let's move on up.
Aye, aye.
Let's see. What do we do?
Waiting for orders.
Oh, actually, you know what?
What's up, boss?
We're going to move the Centurion first. We're going to sprint up over here, try and gain better vision of our future
Yep.
fight. We'll also go ahead and bring the Marauder up. And then I think what we'll do is...
Commander?
The Trebuchet we could probably run, because I'm feeling like we can easily kill this thing just with our Griffin. So I think... Oh, actually, we can come in for a melee. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes, Commander.
Let's just go ahead and sprint on up. I'm not really too concerned about all of this.
Acknowledged.
But this way, they don't get an extra turn to run away, potentially. Alright, so 95%. That'll be all that we need. And a quick squish.
Engaging physical attack.
There we go.
Let's go.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Alright, enemy turn. Still no sign of them. Let's bring...
Orders?
bring Cheese Goblin up to the top.
As you wish.
We'll bring our Marauder around the wide angle there. Make sure that we can
Roger.
peek any shots necessary. Oh, and that'll do it. Alright, and then I guess we just go for a full tilt sprint. If he wants to engage us, that's fine, but I doubt it's going to be too much trouble. Although it does look like a slightly heavier mech there. 65 tonner. Ooh.
What do you need?
Alright then, well,
Ready for orders.
you know what? I think we let him come to us, although... Yeah, I think we let him come to us. Maybe I am a little bit sad that we didn't pick a bit more salvage there, because if we could get a headshot on this, that could be very, very nice.
Orders.
Alright, so, either way, let's go sprint up across here.
Confirmed.
There we are, that should be fine. Rannoch, we're not going to get shots there. Oh, a trebuchet, there we go. We can get eyes on and see what we're dealing with.
On my way.
It is a catapult C4. Okay, so glad we didn't have those LRMs being fired at us earlier, but it is what it is. Let's just go ahead and start taking shots.
All weapons. Our primary target is taking damage.
That 60% damage reduction is definitely going to minimize what we can get done, but again, that's not exactly a huge concern. What have we got? I know what, maybe we follow up with, yeah, another set of headshots? Yeah, there's really no point in not taking it if we can, so yeah, let's go ahead and mosey on up.
Move order.
This will also push its initiative down, so we'll definitely get the pick of things on the next turn. If one of them hits, that would be good. Yep, alright, that should in fact be enough damage to now make it an easy enough kill on the next turn. Yeah, that's great. Alright, let's see, what else have we got here? Large laser? Alright. Let's go ahead and fire.
Engaging target.
Alright, well you never know, it could have been a lucky shot.
No damage detected.
Give them everything you've got.
Alright, so what do we have? Cheese Goblin, not much of a choice. Only indirect fire there. I guess we'll mosey on up. You never know, a bit of extra stability damage doesn't hurt. Could always end up being an extra wound depending.
Of course.
Oh, that was another headshot, so that's 2 injuries. That is highly unlikely, but I'm happy to take it. Let's see, what do we know about the MechWarrior? He's got all of these extra damage reduction bonuses. I'm thinking that potentially he's going to have 4 hit points as a warrior. Yep. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, you know what? Let's go... Oh, you know what? Let's just move on up. Oh, actually, you know what? 55 resolve. I think we'll save the Marauder for last, but we'll see if we can do some good stability damage.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we can probably get some good shots from up over here. That's all 90%. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who we move. So let's go... Let's see, 90s and 95s. I think that's sufficient. Let's just see if we can tip this fellow over. Alright, well, he's looking unsteady. Let's go... mosey on up.
Engaging target.
Slowly building up that stability damage, but
Commander.
not quite enough for my personal liking.
On my way.
Let's see if we can get one more headshot here and clean this up. Alright, well, it looks like he survived. He's going to do a little bit of damage, but I doubt it's going to be enough to get through all of our armor. Alright.
Warning. Armor low.
Armor is low, but again, that's not a big deal for us. We should be fine. This should only take us a minute or two to patch
Waiting
up.
for orders.
Let's see, 40 resolve. Let's go for...
Reporting.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Those are some very nice shots. Let's just
Moving out.
let's just go up there and take it.
He's going down.
It's unsteady. We will definitely get to knock him over if we don't get the headshot, but I think we'll come in close, see if we can finish him off. No point in letting him suffer unnecessarily. Let's just move on up and over.
Got it.
Yes, we technically would... Oh, no, wait a second. I was thinking we were above 50. I was about to say that gives us a slight accuracy boost for everyone else, but all in all, I think it'll be fine. Alright, and head is destroyed.
Enemy down.
Well, that's gonna hurt. Alright, Commander, the area has been cleared. Darius has given me the green light to land. Hold position.
Mission successful.
Okay, well, I'm actually a little bit sad about that. Should have gone for the salvage. Salvage could have been nice right there. But that said, though, there's never any guarantees that you get the headshot. Well, a mech would have been nice, but at least we got XP. We'll go ahead and we'll take what we can. If we're lucky, we'll roll the second part to it. And we did. Oh, you know what? Perfection. That means we... Oh, and we've also got a PPC. Yeah, that is phenomenal, actually. That means we've now got ourselves that same mech, and we still got maximum money as well. I am well and truly okay with this outcome. Alright. Well then, I guess if that's the case, we might want to go ahead and... I need to drop another mech from our lineup. And that is some extra tonnage as well, because that is a 65-ton mech, which I think will be our first. Yeah, because we've got 75s, 55s, 45s,
That mech you
35s.
is cleared for fighting.
Alright, so what do we want? Do we keep an extra Griffin around? Do we maybe drop one of the others? You know what? We haven't come up with an actual loadout for this other Griffin. I think for now we'll just drop that off the roster. We may want to keep that Jenna around just in case we need some light mechs for a flashpoint or something along those lines. So we'll send the Griffin to storage. We'll keep the catapult for now. That's going to be some very nice fire support. Don't think that's going to take us too much to really figure out what we want to equip that with. We're going to go ahead and armor it up because that is always the first order of business. And we'll see how much tonnage we have remaining afterwards. Let's just get this over and done with. Up and up. There we go. Half a ton, you know what? We'll save it. You never know. We'll either put it in the legs or we'll use it for something else. But I think we'll go ahead and chuck on some LRM-20s because that is obviously the right choice to make. That leaves us with a couple of tons remaining. We'll definitely need some ammunition, that's for sure. That's 6 shots a piece. Definitely needed at least that. Yeah, armoring up has definitely cost us a whole heap of potential damage. But again, what have we got here? So we've got 20, so that's 6 rounds per LRM-20, so that's 12 rounds. We're probably not going to fight for a full 12 rounds. Maybe we could squeeze... Yeah, medium laser is not the worst idea. Just for some protection there. But that said, though, it's also not necessarily as needed. We're not going to... can't fit a large laser in. We want... Part of me was almost tempted to try and cram in another couple of LRMs. But I don't think we're going to get to do that. Alright, well the heat efficiency is fairly good, but again it could be slightly better. We don't really want to get overheated. Let's chuck on a heatsink. That means we only have, 3 heat in excess. We've only got half a ton to play with. We're not going to go ahead and use anything like jump jets, although that could be handy to put us into a good position. But I think what we will do is... well, for half a ton, what do we do? Maybe throw in a small laser? I guess some emotional support's not the worst idea. You know what? For now, That'll do. We'll chuck that on there. We'll get that up and running. That'll at least give it some semblance of hope if things go bad. Because if it's going to melee, yeah, that could be needed. But for now, that should be fine. That's going to be a very beastly LRM machine, which is rather nice.
I'll let you know when that's done.
All right, but you know what? That was yeah, I think that's where we'll call things for today. A nice quick episode after a longer one on the last one. And yeah, we'll go through and we'll pick up a couple more missions in the next one. Oh, right. Before we do disappear, though, let's not forget, MechWarriors do have some nice little bonuses. Let's see. Let's start at the bottom. Myself, what can I afford? We can go for a little bit of extra... I actually think that maybe going for the breaching shot could be a little bit of fun. I do also want to make sure that we keep up as far as a pilot is concerned so we can get the maximum movement. Yeah, boosting up our sprint wouldn't be a bad plan. Do you know what? We're going to go for the gunnery for now.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yep.
Ranek, only a little bit more piloting there for you.
Reporting.
Cheese Goblin, you're pretty chill.
Orders?
Big Man, you are... Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll make sure that you don't fall behind in movement speed either. I think that should be fine.
Training
All right,
complete.
and yeah, that is where we're going to call things for today. We'll come back with another contract in the next one, and yeah, if you'd like to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.